sport, Terrence Crawford is the type of complete package in a fighter that comes along once in a generation. But his opponent on April 20th, Amir King Khan, is one of boxing's biggest stars, possessed of his own lethal combination of speed and power.
When you hear boxing main event, main arena at Madison Square Garden, you gotta pay attention, it's a big deal.
For Khan, this is a legacy fight, a chance to etch his name in boxing history. But it's a tall order. For to analyze Crawford's game for weaknesses quickly leads to a frightening conclusion. He doesn't have any weaknesses.
Crawford is a complete fighter.
Crawford doesn't have any weaknesses. He's a complete fighter. What can Amir Khan do to offset that? Get into Crawford impenetrable defense. It's hard to penetrate his defense. How can Amir Khan offset a Terrence Crawford? The only time we seen Crawford hurt was to an undefeated Gamboa. Undefeated. He got caught against Gamboa going for the knockout, being a little reckless. And don't get it twisted. Gamboa was a gold medalist, an undefeated fighter, never lost before, and got stopped by Crawford. So you can't say a small guy. How is he a small guy if they both made weight? They're both fighting in the same weight division. You know? So you can't discredit people. You can't discredit a fighter if a fighter don't miss weight. They're fighting the same weight division on fight night. They're the same size. The only difference is the height. They weighed the same amount. But that's the only time we really seen Crawford hurt. So can Amir Khan, a lot of people are saying this is Crawford's toughest challenge. Can Amir Khan hurt Terrence Bud Crawford? Can Amir Khan hurt Terrence Crawford? Can he? Can Amir Khan floor Terrence Crawford? I've never seen Crawford hit the canvas. I've never seen Crawford hurt really bad ever since the Gamboa fight. Crawford was 26 years old. 25, 26 years old. Already a champion. Already established. That's the only time he was hurt. It's been years since he was hurt. Years. We seen him get caught against Hank Lundy, but he showed a great chin. We seen him get caught against a lot of guys. John Molina caught him with a good shot, but his boxing, you're going to get hit. But the only time we really seen him hurt a little bit was against Gamboa, who was swinging for the fences. Go watch Crawford versus Khan, the countdown on Top Rank. They just posted it just now. It's amazing, man. I watched it for a little bit and then I had to talk about it. You guys just listen.
I've accomplished a lot that a lot of great fighters.
I'll be right back.
Amir Khan's gonna come straight with his shots. Crawford's never faced a fighter like Amir Khan.
I've never been outboxed. I've never been outskilled. Let's see if Crawford has the skill to do that.
Let's go. I know anything can happen in boxing. Amir Khan don't beat Terrence Crawford. Spirit.
That mother better not take Amir for granted. He better not think that he got this fight in his bag.
For Terrence Crawford, Colorado Springs is a home away from home. For 5 years now, He's held his training camps at this strikingly beautiful city on the eastern foot of the Rocky Mountains. The elevation, over 6,000 feet above sea level. Rarefied air for the rarest of talents.
This is where the fun starts, y'all. Stay tuned.
You get good training out here. The air is clean, it's in the mountains. The elevation is great. They got good gyms up here, so why not come up here?
Good, right over here. I want these, I want boom, up fast. Okay? Let's hit it. Being here in Colorado Springs is nice because we kind of get away from the distractions at home. We get out here and all we have to worry about out here is just working, training, boxing, lifting, running.
Quick. There you go. Coming out here, it gives me an advantage. I feel great. Everything is going according to plan. Everything is on the schedule, so I don't overwork myself.
Come on, double in. Pop. Boom.
I don't think the world has seen the best of him yet, and Amir Khan may be a fighter that can bring a little bit more out of him.
Without question, Khan is the toughest challenge of Crawford's career. To beat him, he'll need every tool at his disposal. His breakneck speed and knockout power, but perhaps more importantly, his killer instinct and his renowned boxing IQ.
Take it up a little bit. Go.
He can adapt in the ring, at the moment, you know what I mean? And I think that's like a Floyd Mayweather level, an Andre Ward type level of thinking. And that's your strongest muscle in boxing is your mind.
If Terrence Crawford leads with speed and finishes with power, he can potentially get the knockout.
He's an extremely intelligent fighter. He has got utter belief in his abilities. He's got speed. There's really no weakness in Terrence Crawford's game.
Terrence has overall game and is a great dominant fighter, best pound for pound kind of fighter in his prime.
He's in for something that he's never seen before. IQ that's so high to where it's going to make him feel like, man, I never boxed a day in my life before.
Man, this documentary is beautiful, man.
He don't know how I am.
This documentary is beautiful.
Before. All of that.
Everybody was.
I fought this guy. It doesn't matter. Come forward.
Everybody was disrespecting Top Rank, saying Top Rank and ESPN isn't going out their way to promote Terrence Crawford. But they was probably waiting till the fight is like a month out. It costs a lot of money to promote these guys. If you guys don't know that, it costs a hell of a lot of money. I mean, they're not gonna start 3 months ahead. They're gonna start like 2 to 3 weeks before the fight, because once they start, they gotta keep up that pace. PBC and Fox, they've just really started promoting their fighters. PBC really did a very good job with Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia. That's why that pay-per-view did like 400, 500, almost 500K. But they just recently started doing it. Top Rank, they had ESPN Plus. Now they got ESPN and ESPN Plus behind them. The largest sports network, ESPN, is behind Crawford. This fight is going to be bigger than what a lot of people believe it is. Even though Danny Garcia is fighting not Omar Figueroa, but Brandon Figueroa is fighting. A lot of people is fighting on April 20th to try to offset this Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan fight. PBC probably did that on purpose to try to sabotage the numbers for this fight, to try to give Earl Spence that A side when the fight versus Crawford and Spence happens. But listen to this documentary, man, or go watch it. Visual is better than audio, but I'm going to continue to play it and talk about it a little bit.
20, you gonna be fighting me?
Amir Khan has faced a lot of uphill climbs in his career. Terence Crawford is just the latest in a long string of obstacles placed in his path. To prepare for his challenge, Khan has returned to a place that both invigorates and inspires him.
It's nice to be back in the Bay Area where it's very quiet, very chilled. It's just like second home to me now. And it's a brilliant place for me to focus and to put my head down and work hard. I've always needed that one fight where I want to prove to the world this is where I belong. And I've never had that one fight. I want to be remembered as a great champion. I want to be remembered as a legend in the game. A lot of the boxing media and public are saying that it's going to be a walk in the park for Crawford. It's an easy fight for Crawford. He's going to win the fight. Most of the guys he's faced are not as good as me. So you have to understand that, he's never fought anyone at my level. It's going to shock a lot of people. This fight is because I'm going to train very hard. I mean, this is the biggest opportunity of my life. And now it's time to just focus on one thing, which is to win this fight.
Focus is the watchword of Khan's training camp. A mindset fixated on a singular achievement. This is the level of dedication demanded of Khan by his trainer, Virgil Hunter, a living legend possessed of one of the most decorated resumes and respected minds in boxing.
I feel I bring to the table the ability to get him to focus, the ability to communicate with him while he's in the ring. I'm able to communicate with him psychologically.
I got a lot of videos coming today, guys. A lot of videos. I'm gonna do a lot of videos. First video I'm gonna drop after this is a video of Adrian Broner, man. I've always been a fan of Adrian Broner, but
it's a huge upset.
Adrian Broner just doesn't want to reach his full potential because of all the distractions. He's not able to leave the distractions alone. Crawford Khan, man, pay for that.
Me beating Cal Brook, I won't become a world champion.
Pay for Crawford Khan. We want that pay-per-view buys to be in the 400, 500.
It's my time. I'm no Benavides and I'm no Jeff Horn.
You keep mentioning Benavides. Amir Khan keeps mentioning Benavides and Jeff Horn. Both of those guys could probably knock you out. You can't disrespect those guys unless you get in the ring with them, Amir Khan. I think Benavides would beat Amir Khan. Amir Khan can't fight a guy like Benavides. When has Amir Khan been in the ring with a guy way taller than him? I don't remember. Who has Amir Khan fought that was like 5'11" or taller? Amir Khan always been the taller fighter. What would Amir Khan do against a guy like Jose Benavides? Jose Benavides would spark Amir Khan.
I like it here. I think it's one of the best places.
I think at 140, Gamboa would have sparked Amir Khan. Come on, man. Let's be honest.
Cal Berkeley, where we have access to their.
If Gamboa can hurt Crawford at 140, he would have knocked out Amir Khan.
Nice strong base. We're really fortunate here to have some great tools that you may not get at the gym. Strength training equipment to the underwater treadmill.
Amir Khan's in the underwater treadmill. Underwater treadmill, guys. Underwater treadmill. Wow.
Let's go.
We have jets in the front of the treadmill that actually pushes and creates resistance. And then the large tread allows a different movement pattern beyond just running straight ahead. He's going to get a good conditioning from that workout. At the same time, really what we're working on is your ability to recover. Train his metabolism to recover from one period to the next. Go.
Come on, Mary, get to the front. Get to the front.
pushing that heart rate up really high.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
And then forcing him to come down.
Guys, American doesn't look like the most physically gifted athlete in the world. I don't even know how he generates so much speed. And there's rumors that American has a bionic hand. How true is that? Do American really have a bionic hand? I'm not sure. Because I remember one interview on Seconds Out from the UK. Shout out to the UK BT Sports. They've been promoting this fight really well too. They've been promoting this fight. I seen American in an interview with Seconds Out. American, he admitted to having a bionic hand. I don't know how true that is. If any of you guys know American does have a bionic hand, leave that in the comment section.
Relax. Always want to rest or bring our heart rates back down. I know Amir since I was a kid, you know, I slowly become a silver medalist, and I was like, okay, I want to be like this guy. And then to train with him is like, push me, you know.
Attack, 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 attack. He wants to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion. Again, he pushes me, I push him. I think it's always nice to have a good camp, you know, someone who can help you and motivate you.
Good, good.
It's very cool. It's like relaxing my finger.
Oh, yeah. Crawford's a great fighter. He's a pound top fighter, and he's a world champion.
Time, switch. And
This feels so good. So I win this fight. I think I have to be probably one of the biggest names in boxing. I've had a great career, but this takes to a different level.
Guys, let me say something. American actually beat Crawford. This will take him to a different level. I mean, we see American knocked out a few times, but if American is somehow able to defeat Terrence Crawford, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying for some odd reason it does happen. American is catapulted. So I see what why American took this fight. If he would have took the Kell Brook fight, nobody would have said, oh, you're pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. Oh, you beat Kell Brook. Okay, we seen Kell Brook beat before. You beat Terrence Crawford. Nobody's beating Terrence Crawford. He was undefeated in his prime. He has a belt at a new weight division. He unified an entire division. Considered by many pound for pound #1, #2 fighter in the world. American has everything to gain if he beats Terrence Bud Crawford. So this fight is bigger than what a lot of people think it is. This is a huge fight, not just for Crawford, but American as well.
The YMCA in Colorado Springs is a world away from Cal Berkeley's vaunted campus. But today, at least one thing is the same. There's a fighter in the pool here as well, getting his work, preparing for the deep water of a prize fight.
Swimming is it's another tool, but it's a good tool in the fact that it's a refresher for him.
Swimming train the lungs for endurance, for the long haul. You gotta control your breathing so you don't burn yourself out and get too tired. You never know, you know, when you might be in a firefight, you gotta go the whole 12 rounds.
It's all about being able to recover fast. You know, a lot of people, they'll be underwater for that long, they'll pop up and they'll start hyperventilating. We want him to come up, control his breathing, let his heart rate come back down, reset, and we'll hit it again.
Every day, April 20th is on my mind. That's my main goal, that's my target right now, and that's all I'm thinking about. I just try to make sure that I'm in the best shape that I possibly can be in. That's pretty much it. Everything else will fall into place.
Footwork with the weights.
Rhythm. Rhythm with his legs. In and out, in and out. A lot of punches. Next, roll with it. Speed. Big speed. Let's go. They're gonna get it. You better watch out, Amir Khan. They coming.
Crawford trains at a freaking YMCA, guys. A YMCA. This guy's humble. I like it. American's training at top notch Cal Berkeley. That facility is awesome. Crawford is at his local YMCA. Oh man, pound for pound fighter like Crawford at a YMCA. Now he's in Colorado Springs. You got what kind of dogs are these? Pit bulls?
I just always had dogs, you know. The love of dogs, you know, is man's best friend. This is my newest dog.
Okay, tell me.
His name is Bones. Say what's up, Bones. Yeah,
His dog name is Bones.
I just got him. I actually got him in New York. The last time I was in New York.
How you got him in New York? When he beat up on Felix Diaz.
You know, when I'm when I'm walking them, like sometimes I just take walks. You know, just get my mind right, and they right there beside me, giving me that courage that I need. That's why I say family is everything, and
family
my dog
is everything.
Part of my family. I have 9 dogs. You know, so
you got 9 dogs.
Of a dog
9 dogs. Crawford has 9 dogs.
There's an injection of pace and pressure from Amir Khan.
I'm checking out Khan last fight. See where he at. See how much movement he got in his legs. See where he.
Guys, Amir Khan doesn't have any defense.
No. I'm constantly studying this guy because he's very tricky. He's very fast with his hand and his feet. But I got work to do right now. I gotta cook. I got my eye on him. Him and Virgil Hunter.
Brian McIntyre's skills as a boxing trainer are well documented. His skills in the kitchen, however, are just as legitimate. He's a graduate of culinary school and a one-time executive chef in Omaha. In other words, when you're in camp with Bomac, he prepares the game plan and he prepares dinner.
Every time we get close to him, he complains to the ref. Oh, got caught slipping, didn't he? He got caught slipping. And one thing about when he get dropped, he always got dropped towards the end of the round. So he made it out of the round. April 20th, at Madison Square Garden, Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. I think this is going to be the fight of the year because, hey, Terrence got something that he's probably never been up against.
Oh man, Bomac is hilarious.
I moved up in weight, so now I
He's
eat
the chef.
Chicken, collard greens. I don't even eat greens though.
He said, I moved up in weight now. I can eat collard greens, barbecue chicken.
There's a lot at stake. I'm going in this fight 100% focused, and I will be prepared to get the victory at April 20th.
They studying Amir Khan right now.
I thought they went the distance.
They did.
Oh, he dropped Burgess. And Amir just dropped him.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like Amir give anybody trouble, like, early on. But I kind of see Terrence catching him and knocking him out.
Man, I gotta sport more.
Shakur Stevenson said Crawford gonna knock Amir Khan out. Amir Khan gonna look good in the beginning, and he gonna get caught.
Win this fight.
For some, a plea for God's intervention might seem like a sign of desperation. But for the true believer, it's a way of life, an acknowledgement that God is present every moment, from the most mundane to the most heroic.
We have a guest today, a famous boxer, worldwide boxer, by the name of Ahmed. He's visiting us. We would like to welcome him. I'm a Muslim, and every Friday I take off the morning and half of the afternoon just to go to the mosque. I really believe that all the success in life's come from God, and I thank God for putting me in a position where I'm doing something I love to do.
Amir Khan's a Muslim. I knew that, but
never missed a Friday to go do his prayers.
He takes it very serious.
It's something that he believes in. It's something that he's dedicated to. He's a true practitioner.
You just see what kind of guy he is on the inside. He's a very good guy. He's just trying to live a good life and give back. He hasn't forgotten what it's all about.
My faith gives me that inner strength, knowing that God's on your side. When you go into that boxing ring, you're on your own. To know that you got God on your side and watching over you. And it's from, people here at me. It's their prayers that get me far. And people always wishing good on me. Oh, you good?
He is the champ. We're going to beat the New Yorkers. Definitely.
I'm going to be fighting in New York, April 20th.
Oh, yeah, you have that. Oh, that's coming up?
Yeah, shall I make prayers, special prayers, and then hope God makes it easy for us.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Tell the cameraman what I'm going to do to Crawford. That's it, you know that, man, knock him out. Good to see you. Yeah.
Amir's gonna need all the prayers he can get to beat a guy like Terrence Crawford. It's gonna take a lot. And it doesn't happen in one game.
When Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan meet up in the ring on April 20th, it will be a much-anticipated showdown between two of the biggest names in the sport. Before they take the ring, however, the stacked undercard will feature two young phenoms poised to become boxing's next must-see superstars. 135-pound Teofimo Lopez takes on Edis Tatley from Finland. Lopez, ESPN's 2018 prospect.
Yo, Teofimo Lopez. Hopefully he doesn't steal a show, man. This guy, Teofimo Lopez, always try to steal a show.
Has quickly elevated him from prospect to elite contender.
Prediction April 20th, another knockout. Do we know what round? No. So with me, it's always unpredictable. It's my fifth time fighting at Madison Square Garden, and every time I fought at the Garden, I've stopped somebody. Every time I fight here, I always gotta put on the show. I gotta represent for my people, 718 from Brooklyn and everybody. I have family here. My father, he was here for 30 years. Back and forth from Honduras to New York all the time. And then he brought my mother, then my sisters, then me. When you see him going back like this, go right at it. Like Frank Sinatra, he said, once you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. When we get the victory and they put me back on the mic, what we're going to say is, give us a title shot. Everything that I'm saying, I'm walking it, and I'm backing it up.
Featherweight Shakur Stevenson is also a young star on the fast track to the big time. But on April 20th, he'll be facing his toughest challenge to date, when he faces the Puerto Rican title contender, Christopher Diaz.
It should be an interesting fight. He throws a lot of power punches, power shots. He tries to pressure you, basically.
Christopher Diaz tough. I feel like this fight will show, a lot of fans who Shakur Stevenson really is. Shakur like a little brother to me. He's a great fighter. He's got tremendous talent.
Could he get rid of a guy who's gone the distance with champions?
Don't back down from a challenge. He's going to be the future of boxing.
I think what's unique about Shakur, he's a very mental fighter.
I don't know, I'm just different. I don't really got no, like, settled style.
Man, this is a stacked card, man.
Fight with you. But I feel like I can outthink
Very exciting card.
All in all, April 20th features a blockbuster main event. Two of boxing's most exciting rising stars.
I feel like 8th and 9th round, Christopher Diaz ready to go.
I know that I'm going to bring my A game and definitely steal the show.
Teofimo Lopez coming to steal the show.
Also, the thrilling Puerto Rican lightweight, Felix Verdejo. It's a
Felix
stacked
Verdejo.
card top to bottom.
Whoa.
One that no fight fan can afford to miss.
Felix Verdejo. Man, everybody's on this card. Crawford Khan, man. Stacked card. Y'all better get that. Y'all better get that. Felix Verdejo, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Amir Khan. Come on, man. The zone ain't giving you top fighters like that. All they have is they got Canelo. They got good fighters.
Training for a fight
But this is a
involves
great
iron
fight.
discipline and weeks of deprivation. For that reason, many fighters choose to leave their families behind when they head to camp. But Amir Khan is not one of those fighters.
I think she likes it.
Oh, she's eating it.
This is Elena. This is my youngest. So she's in training camp with me.
Oh.
Yeah, she keeps me, keeps us all active. It's always nice to have family around you, to have them in camp. It takes your mind away from sometimes from a hard day you've had in the gym or when your body's aching and tired. Everything that we do in our boxing, I mean, that's what we do it for. We do everything for our families, you know? We do everything for our kids so they can have a better life and an easier life. How long do I want to do it for? My wife would want me to retire today if you asked that question, but with me, I mean, the last couple of fights, you know, I felt in great shape and I felt like I could still do a lot more.
The goal is an easier life for his children in the future. And that translates into a very hard life for Khan in the present. Long days spent in the gym with his boxing family. A family led by a trainer who demands total focus at all times.
Jab with this. This is your defensive jab. You know, if you don't touch them, just make sure you straighten it out for defense. If it lands, it lands. Crawford is a switch hitter. It's a complicated style for Amir. Crawford has shown himself to be very versatile, adaptable, great IQ. It's a fight that Amir is going to have to be on point every second of every round.
As I'm getting older, I'm getting a lot wiser now. There's a lot of things that I've stopped doing in fights, especially in this fight, knowing that I know that I'm fighting someone who can pick up on these little things. Sometimes when I try too hard, I might still get clipped with a shot coming in. I'm not gonna give him no chance at all. It's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be a difficult fight, and I have to stick to the game plan. I have to be very smart.
You get the right hand off quicker. He knows it's a lot at stake. His reputation is at stake. How he performs, win or lose. So he has to mentally be engaged. There you go.
The mental aspect of training is at maximum intensity in both camps now. Back in Colorado Springs, Crawford's team is fine-tuning their strategy, searching for an edge in every nuance of their fighter style.
Crawford's going to beat this fight. You're just looking where we need to work on a little bit.
Man, I love Crawford team, man. They really study their fighters. They study all their fighters before they fight them. I mean, they watching every single. They watch their old videos, their old fights, and they study Amir Khan recent fights. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant training.
Took a nice little angle coming in. That's what we gotta do with Amir Khan. We can't come straight to him. We gotta stay on the angle. We get there and improve it in the pad work and try to work on it in sparring.
Bitch, can't knock this out my head. You're like 07 grader. I'm gonna take your lunch money. Huh? I'm gonna take your lunch money. That was love. You know that, right?
Nah, Bo Mac said, I'm gonna take your lunch money.
They know what I'm good at. They know what, irritate me. They know everything about me.
That stuff ain't gonna hurt, Khan.
Man, we've been together for 20 plus years. We know each other like the back of our hands.
Look like you're tired. Look like you're tired.
We know when to work. We know when we can play a little bit, and we know when it's time to go.
Come on, you playing.
Trying to push it, because Khan can push it. So I'm going to push him first. Because if Khan can get to Khan, it ain't going to be nothing but a walk in the park.
There are make-or-break moments in every successful boxer's career. Step-up fights, title fights. But every so often, a defining matchup comes along. One that brings with it the potential to define a fighter's legacy for generations to follow.
If Crawford wins, this would be maybe the biggest win of his career if he could get it.
For both Amir Khan and Terence Crawford, such a fight has found them.
I just feel like he's never faced anyone like me.
And Khan looking razor sharp again.
Amir's dangerous, man. He's very dangerous.
Amir is not one to be intimidated, but you have to respect Terence Crawford.
April 20th is going to be big.
And now, history awaits the outcome.
There ain't no losing. That's the only stakes. Win at all costs.
Crawford Khan, man. Get the pay-per-view, man. Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Terence Crawford, Amir Khan, Felix Verdejo. Doesn't get better than that. It's your boy Boxing Facts over Fiction. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification icon for more videos like this. See you guys later.